I am proud to announce that I quit my job because we're going to Streamer University.
Congratulations, we made it to the top.
No, I'm just kidding. My name is Destiny. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing me quitting my job to follow my dreams. Some of you guys know I am a fashion designer for my brand Kismet. And being a fashion designer is my dream job. Well, to be honest, I am a fashion designer, but being a fashion designer is all I want to do in life. Like, that is my dream role, dream route, that's my life. I want to make fashion, and fashion design is my life. So today we're going to be discussing me quitting my job, why I quit, and that sort of stuff. Okay, so if you see me looking away, I'm like looking at my notes. So a couple weeks ago, I decided to put in my 2 weeks at my job. I was a hostess at a restaurant. It was a pretty easygoing job. I was having these feelings of wanting to take my sewing and my brand to the next level, and with the job that I had at the time, I felt like time was just passing by. Like, I would come home wishing like, damn, all that time at work I could have been in the studio or modeling or styling, and I felt like it was taking a lot of my time. One, two, that I'm sorry, but that job they are definitely energy harvesting at that job. Like, I've never felt so drained of like my whimsy and my creativity. I was just slowly losing it, especially since we were approaching slow season. So when I tell you, no one would come in the restaurant, and I'm just there standing there for 8 hours a day, every single day, literally just looking up at the walls, trying to find someone to talk to because nobody would come in the restaurant. I do believe that, like, you know, if I miss an opportunity, another one will present itself. Like, that it just wasn't for me. But I feel like with that job, I missed a lot of good creative opportunities because why? I was working. I had to go to work. So I was just having really intense feelings of wanting to pursue my craft and just go all in. Go all in, all gas, no brakes, right? And, you know, obviously it's like I kept having a lot of uncertainty, like, you know, like, how are my parents gonna feel? What if things don't work out? What if I need to get another job? But I was also like, okay, if I stay, what if... Is she staring at me? I can't tell, but I'm feeling weird. I feel like this girl is staring at me. Fuck, let me just like act like I feel like she thinks I'm staring at her, so that's why she's staring at me. But I literally can't tell if she's staring at me. No, I think they're looking at something else. Oh my god, I don't know, I was getting scared. No, because she was like, bro, it looked like she was staring at me like so like intensely, but no, she was staring at something else. Oh my god. Anyway, fuck, I lost my train of thought. Okay, but I also had feelings of, if I stay here, it's just gonna like that window to create is just gonna pass on by, you know what I mean? Because I'm working on a new collection. And I've been thinking about working on this new collection for a while, and all this time spending at work, I was like, bro, like, because at the time I was doing all these other creative things. I was styling, I was interning, so, and on top of that, trying to make a collection, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I just will not, like, I will have time, but that time is gonna be like it's gonna be crunch time. It's gonna be crunch time. And that was something that I feel like I was like, no, I will not be robbed. I will not continue myself to be robbed like this. It was a lot of back and forth. It was so bad to the point where I even got a reading done, which I will discuss later on in the video. And I consider myself a spiritual person, and I've been So around the time where I was feeling like I want to quit the job, like I kept getting signs everywhere, like, you should quit your job, like, quit your job, quit your job. Like, girl, no, like, I'm scared. I'm scared. But you know what? After all this going back and forth, after talking to my psychic reader, I was like, you know what? Wait. I'm the creator of my reality, and in my reality, everything works out in my favor.
Crazy how you crashed out.
Because it literally does. I feel like I sound kooky when I say these things out loud, but it's true because everything I wanted, I got. Example. I remember like last year, I think it was in October, I was at a fashion show with my homegirl. After watching the show, I was like, damn, I would love to have my own fashion show. Fast forward to February, I had my own fashion show. Yeah. I wanted to model more. I started modeling more. I started doing more photo shoots. I got an opportunity to be a stylist for a magazine, which that was super exciting and that was really fun. As a fashion designer, it's a little, not necessarily hard, but it's, you know, I'm kind of just navigating this all by myself. So I kept telling myself like, damn, like it would be nice to kind of talk to someone, be under someone's wing to figure out like how a fashion brand really works, like what goes on behind the scenes, the marketing, social media, sales. Sooner than later, I have an internship with a fashion brand. So all of these things I manifested. I also do a bit of glamour magic. I don't know if y'all can tell. But yeah, but just to name some of the things that I manifested this past year and this past couple of months. So let me talk to you guys about what my reader told me. This is my first time getting a reading too. So I was so frustrated with myself, and I was telling her like, I just don't know what to do. She told me, you do know what to do, you just don't want to do it. i.e. quit my job. So she told me, and some of the things that she told me I was already feeling, so I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, she was the one that made me quit my job, but she kind of just reconfirmed that what I was feeling was like yeah girl, you're right, you gotta take a risk, you gotta show up for yourself and be disciplined for kismet, for your future. She also told me that in my life, the way my life is set up, I always get what I want. Low-key, she didn't have to tell me that because I already knew that. Like, I literally do, because I always get what I want. So who's to say that me quitting my job, me going the non-traditional route to do things isn't in my favor, because I always get what I want. Either way, like whether I pursue my dreams one way or the other is gonna take me to the same destination. So might as well do it my way, right? My way, my way. Nah, she ate that. 22 with her own business. Like, but I did have this. I had kismet since I think 18. Yeah, because I started my senior year of high school. Oh my god, anyways. Not the point. You know what's funny? I have that song in my manifesting playlist. Yeah, no, like it gets serious over here. Anyways, she also told me that, you know, if you don't make this decision, like you're just gonna block your blessings, which was also something that I was thinking of, because every time, damn, you can tell like where my real eyebrows are. Dude, I've been drawing on my eyebrows for a very long time, and I don't know, I just feel like there needs to be something different that I need to do. I don't know. I don't want to tattoo them because I just don't want to. I feel like that's too permanent, but I feel like there needs to be a different product or something. Maybe that's my next business adventure. Just, you know how every celebrity, when they're up, they start doing makeup? Maybe that's gonna be my thing, like for ladies who want thin eyebrows. Anyways, ooh, you see how I just be okay, yeah, so she told me that if I don't do this, you're just gonna block your blessings, because the universe has something set up for you, but you only get there by making this decision. And I was also feeling that way as well, because I do realize that whenever I let go of something, I always get something back in return, whether that's a person, a job, an old habit, a bad habit. I always receive more, because I feel like where I'm at now, I had to let a lot of things go to be the woman and the person that I am now. And I love it over here. So in this instance, it was that damn job. It was this job. And yeah, she was just like, you have to just, you know, trust yourself, trust God. Well, she didn't really say that, but that's kind of what I picked up. It's just to trust my intuition, trust that God has a different plan for you. And yeah, they do. The universe has a different plan for me, and I truly believe so. You know, one of my daily affirmations is that I'm wealthy and abundant. So if you think about it, because how affirmations work, you have to already live like, you know, you are wealthy and abundant. You already have to start moving and acting like a wealthy and abundant person. So if I'm a wealthy and abundant person, that means why would I be so worried about where the money's gonna come from? I wouldn't be worried about this job if I'm so wealthy and abundant. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was definitely something like, you know what? Like, yeah, like if I'm so wealthy and abundant, I wouldn't need this job, because the wealth, the source, the income, it's like it's already here, it's already provided. Like I think and act like everything is already done. Like I already have everything. My dream life, my dream goals already accomplished. It's already here, it's already in reality, and you have to act and think accordingly. Because every time I've done that, I've gotten what I wanted. So like when I tell y'all, I am not stressed at all, because I just know everything works out for me, because it always does. So there's no reason to stress, because the moment you start stressing, it's like you're telling your subconscious that your dream life, it isn't here, but it is here. It's here right now. Also, granted, I was able to make this decision because I still live with my parents. I mean, obviously, telling my Haitian immigrant mother that I quit my job, you can imagine how that went. So she was like, yeah, girl, nah, you need a job, I need to pay some bills, like, which that's fair. But I know making this decision is going to take me where I want to be. Well, where I'm already at, technically. You know, needless to say that I'm 22. Like, if you're gonna take a risk, now is the time to take a risk, because you're like, you know, I'm in my 20s, I'm young. You know, as you get older, like, not saying that you can't take risks when you get older, but it's just a little bit harder to do so, because you might have more responsibilities along the line. Regardless how my situation will end up, I know the universe is on my side. You might ask, how will I make money? How are you gonna make money? How you know when your brand is gonna take off? To be honest, I don't know. I actually do know. Like, I have a pretty good general idea. I just don't have an exact date or anything. But get into this mug though. You also have to be okay with uncertainty of just like not knowing what's gonna be the next step sometimes, or what's gonna happen in the future. It's all about trusting the universe. Like, when I tell you, it's not even belief that I know things will work out, it's conviction. Like, I am convicted that all the things that I want in life, I will receive. And that's on period. I have zero doubts. Also, I don't want Kismet to be my only source of income. I'm also working on another source of income, which I know I will be successful in. I don't want to tell y'all too much details because, see, like, I don't like telling people my goals or my plan. I like telling people when it's already done, when I've already got what I wanted. I say that because you know how when you have a crush, as soon as you tell your homegirls about that crush, it literally goes to shit. Now he's tripping, now he's being toxic, whatever. Not to say that like that will happen if I tell someone my plan, but it just invites like a weird energy that I just can't. You know, when you tell people, especially people who don't have like this specific mindset that I have, a lot of people will start telling you, like, start projecting their limiting beliefs, and that is just one thing that I do not like. Like, I hate when people tell me, oh, that's not realistic. That's not realistic, like, that's not gonna happen. And when it does, and when it already did, okay. There are certain things that I accomplished that I thought were unrealistic, but clearly it's not, babes. So let's get that mentality out of your head. But yeah, bro, I'm just not meant to work, okay? There, I said it. I don't like working. It's like every 6 months I want a new job. Like, I can't, like, I know, like, I just couldn't repeat that cycle, bro, because like it was either because I was also thinking quitting my job and then just finding another one, but I know that it was just gonna be the same, and it's gonna be the same thing over and over again. I get a job, it's gonna take too much time for my craft, or I'm just not gonna like I just don't like working. I only like working for myself. That's the only person that I'll tolerate, and even then she gets on my nerves sometimes. Yeah, I needed to end this cycle. I said, you know what, I'm just gonna take the risk and quit my job. Gotta break the cycle. But yeah, that kind of sums up the video. I just kind of wanted to, in this time of fun employment, I will be working on my creative endeavors. I'm dropping a Kismet Kini collection soon, so stay tuned for that. And I also just wanted to make this video because I just really wanted to get back into YouTube and really give it a try. I have so many videos and ideas that I want to put out there, so I'm really excited. Let me know what kind of content you guys want to see. I just also wanted to bring you guys on the journey to my success, so I think this will be fun. This will be a cute little channel. If you are a creative person, whether you are a writer, a singer, a dancer, hopefully this encourages you to take a risk. If there's something that you feel like there's something holding you back, or you feel like you really want to try something new, whatever the case may be, I hope this encourages you to do so. I'm not saying go ahead and quit your job just to like, oh, that girl just quit her job, that means I'm just gonna quit my job. Like, no, it has to be aligned with you. It has to make sense for you, you know what I mean? So it could be anything. Like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think. Should I have quit my job? Should I have stayed? I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video.